Practice set 16. If v equals 0, w equals -1, x equals 1, y equals 2, and z equals -3, find the value of each of the following. In number 17, before we replace the variables with the values given, I'm going to look at what is the priority here following the order of operations. Exponents are going to have the priority, so we'll take care of each of those exponent terms. Next, we have an implied multiplication that would have the second priority, and then the last thing we'll take care of is subtraction. So now that we have our game plan, we're going to replace the variables with the values given. Y is a 2, that'll be substituted in. Z in the problem is given as a value of -3. The priority, as earlier stated, is the exponent, so 2 to the second power, 2 times 2 is 4. And the next exponent, -3 to the second power, will result in a negative times a negative, which is a positive, and 3 times 3 is 9. Our next priority is multiplication, left to right. Our first multiplication results in a 2 times 4, or 8. Skip the subtraction. The next multiplication, 4 times 9, 36. I can take 8 minus 36, or if I use the rule of subtraction, I can turn it into plus the opposite of what I have. I'm now adding different signed numbers. The larger of the two, at least looking, is negative, and then I'll take the difference between those two numbers, which results in a 28 for the simplification to this problem. In number 20, we have parentheses, and the priority, the top priority in the order of operations is to simplify inside the parentheses, and then we'll take care of the implied multiplication. So to start this out, I'm going to replace the variables with the given values. Y is a 2, z is a -3, y is still 2, subtract the z given as -3. Simplifying in the first parenthesis, we're adding different signed numbers. The larger is negative, and the difference between 3 and 2 is 1. In the second parentheses, we have a subtraction. And to get rid of subtraction, I'm going to turn it into addition of the opposite of what I was subtracting. The result ends up with a 2 plus 3, which is 5. Last operation then is the implied multiplication with a parenthesis times a parenthesis. A negative times a positive is negative, and 5 times 1 is 5.